Welcome to Bringing Harmony to Relationships, the Role of Feminine Energy, published by Mindful Literary. In this enriching exploration, we delve into how feminine energy, known for its nurturing, intuitive, and compassionate attributes, can profoundly influence and improve our relationships. This audiobook is crafted for anyone seeking deeper connections and a more balanced approach to both personal and professional interactions. As we journey through each chapter, we'll uncover the transformative power of feminine energy and learn practical ways to integrate it into our daily lives. Before we begin our journey, I encourage you to subscribe to our channel. Join our community devoted to personal growth, emotional wellness, and the enhancement of relationships. Stay updated with our latest supportive and insightful content. Now, without further ado, let's embark on this transformative journey with Chapter 1, Understanding Feminine Energy in Relationships. The essence of feminine energy. Feminine energy is a powerful force that plays a crucial role in bringing harmony to relationships. It is a fundamental aspect of human nature that is present in everyone, regardless of gender. Understanding and embracing feminine energy is essential for creating healthy and fulfilling relationships. In this subchapter, we will explore the essence of feminine energy and its significance in fostering connection, communication, and intimacy in our relationships. At its core, feminine energy is characterized by qualities such as empathy, compassion, intuition, and nurturing. It is a receptive and nurturing force that is deeply attuned to the emotions and needs of others. When we tap into our feminine energy, we are able to create a safe and supportive space for our partners to express themselves authentically and openly. This fosters a deep sense of emotional intimacy and connection that is essential for building strong and healthy relationships. Feminine energy also plays a vital role in communication within relationships. It is the energy that allows us to listen actively, show empathy, and communicate with honesty and vulnerability. When we embody feminine energy in our interactions with our partners, we are able to create a sense of mutual understanding and respect that is essential for effective communication. This leads to deeper connections and stronger bonds between partners. In addition to fostering emotional intimacy and communication, feminine energy also brings a sense of harmony and balance to relationships. It is the energy that allows us to create a sense of flow and ease in our interactions with our partners. When we embrace and embody feminine energy, we are able to bring a sense of grace and beauty to our relationships, creating a space where love, joy, and creativity can thrive. In conclusion, feminine energy is a powerful force that is essential for bringing harmony to relationships. By embracing and embodying feminine energy, we are able to create a deep sense of emotional intimacy, effective communication, and balance in our relationships. Whether you identify as male or female, tapping into your feminine energy can lead to more fulfilling and harmonious relationships. Embrace your feminine energy and watch as your relationships flourish and thrive. The power of vulnerability. In the world of relationships, vulnerability is often seen as a weakness, something to be avoided at all costs. However, in reality, vulnerability is actually a powerful tool that can help bring harmony and connection to our interactions with others. When we allow ourselves to be vulnerable, we open ourselves up to deeper levels of intimacy and understanding. It is through vulnerability that we are able to truly connect with others on a soul level, allowing for authentic and meaningful relationships to blossom. In the context of feminine energy in relationships, vulnerability plays a crucial role. The feminine energy is often associated with qualities such as nurturing, compassion, and intuition. By embracing vulnerability, those embodying feminine energy can tap into their innate ability to empathize and connect with others on a deep emotional level. This can lead to more harmonious and fulfilling relationships, as both parties feel seen, heard, and understood. When we are vulnerable with others, we create a safe space for them to be vulnerable in return. This reciprocal vulnerability fosters trust and intimacy, laying the foundation for a strong and healthy relationship. By being willing to show our true selves, flaws and all, we invite others to do the same, creating an atmosphere of authenticity and acceptance. It is important to note that vulnerability does not mean being weak or passive. On the contrary, it takes great strength and courage to be vulnerable with others. It requires us to confront our fears and insecurities, and to be willing to let down our guard and show our true selves. By embracing vulnerability, we can cultivate a deeper sense of self-awareness and emotional intelligence, leading to more fulfilling and meaningful relationships. Ultimately, the power of vulnerability lies in its ability to foster connection, understanding, and compassion in our relationships. By embracing our vulnerability and allowing ourselves to be truly seen and heard, we can create a space for authentic and harmonious connections to flourish. So, let us all embrace the power of vulnerability in our relationships and watch as the magic of true connection unfolds. Embracing emotional intelligence. In order to bring harmony to relationships, it is essential to embrace the concept of emotional intelligence. Emotional intelligence is the ability to recognize, understand, and manage our own emotions, as well as the emotions of others. By developing our emotional intelligence, we can improve our communication skills, build stronger connections with others, and navigate conflicts more effectively. One of the key aspects of emotional intelligence is self-awareness. This involves being in tune with our own emotions and understanding how they impact our thoughts and behavior. By being self-aware, we can better regulate our emotions and make more thoughtful decisions in our relationships. This can lead to greater empathy and understanding towards our partners, as we are better able to recognize and validate their emotions. Another important component of emotional intelligence is empathy. Empathy is the ability to understand and share the feelings of others. By practicing empathy in our relationships, we can deepen our emotional connections with our partners and foster a sense of mutual understanding and support. Empathy allows us to see things from our partner's perspective and respond to their needs with compassion and care. Effective communication is also a key aspect of emotional intelligence. By communicating openly and honestly with our partners, we can build trust and create a safe space for vulnerability and intimacy. When we are able to express our emotions and listen actively to our partner's feelings, we can prevent misunderstandings and conflicts from escalating. By fostering open communication in our relationships, we can create a strong foundation for harmony and connection. Overall, embracing emotional intelligence is essential for bringing harmony to relationships. By developing self-awareness, empathy, and effective communication skills, we can cultivate healthier and more fulfilling connections with our partners. By harnessing the power of emotional intelligence, we can create a more harmonious and loving environment in our relationships, where feminine energy can thrive and flourish. Chapter 2: Balancing Masculine and Feminine Energies. Recognizing the differences. In any relationship, whether it be romantic, platonic, or professional, it is crucial to recognize and embrace the differences that exist between individuals. This is especially important when it comes to understanding and working with feminine energy in relationships. Each person brings their own unique perspective, values, and experiences to the table, and it is through recognizing and appreciating these differences that true harmony can be achieved. One of the key aspects of recognizing the differences in feminine energy is understanding that no two individuals are alike. Each person has their own strengths, weaknesses, and ways of approaching challenges and opportunities. By acknowledging and accepting these differences, we can create a space for open communication, empathy, and understanding in our relationships. Furthermore, recognizing the differences in feminine energy can help us to appreciate the diversity and richness that each person brings to the table. Rather than viewing differences as obstacles or sources of conflict, we can see them as opportunities for growth, learning, and collaboration. By embracing the unique qualities that each person possesses, we can create a more dynamic and fulfilling relationship. Another important aspect of recognizing the differences in feminine energy is learning to communicate effectively with one another. By acknowledging and accepting that each person may have a different way of expressing themselves or processing information, we can tailor our communication styles to better meet the needs of the other person. This can help to reduce misunderstandings, improve trust, and strengthen the bond between individuals. In conclusion, recognizing the differences in feminine energy is essential for bringing harmony to relationships. By acknowledging and embracing the unique qualities that each person possesses, we can create a more fulfilling and enriching connection with one another. Through open communication, empathy, and understanding, we can celebrate the diversity and richness that each person brings to the table and cultivate a deeper sense of unity and connection in our relationships. Honoring both energies. In any relationship, whether it be romantic, platonic, or professional, it is important to honor both masculine and feminine energies. In order to bring harmony to relationships, it is crucial to recognize and respect the unique qualities that each energy brings to the dynamic. By acknowledging and valuing both energies, we can create a balanced and fulfilling connection with others. Masculine energy is often associated with strength, action, and assertiveness. It is the energy that drives us to take charge, make decisions, and achieve our goals. On the other hand, feminine energy is characterized by nurturing, intuition, and emotional intelligence. It is the energy that allows us to connect with others on a deeper level, empathize with their feelings, and create a sense of unity and understanding. When we honor both masculine and feminine energies in a relationship, we allow each person to fully express themselves and contribute their unique gifts to the dynamic. By embracing and celebrating the differences in energy, we can create a more harmonious and enriching connection with our partner, friend, or colleague. This leads to a deeper level of intimacy, trust, and respect in the relationship. It is important to remember that both masculine and feminine energies are present within each of us, regardless of gender. We all possess the capacity to tap into our assertive, action-oriented side as well as our nurturing, intuitive side. By recognizing and embracing these dual energies within ourselves, we can cultivate a greater sense of balance and wholeness in our relationships. Ultimately, honoring both masculine and feminine energies in a relationship is about fostering mutual respect, understanding, and appreciation for the unique qualities that each person brings to the table. By valuing and integrating both energies, we can create a more harmonious and fulfilling connection with others, leading to greater satisfaction and fulfillment in our relationships. Cultivating harmony. In this subchapter, we will explore the importance of cultivating harmony in our relationships by harnessing the power of feminine energy. Whether you identify as male, female, or any other gender, everyone has the capacity to tap into their feminine energy to create balance and peace in their interactions with others. By understanding and embracing this aspect of ourselves, we can transform our relationships and bring about a greater sense of harmony. Feminine energy is often associated with qualities such as empathy, compassion, and intuition. These attributes can be powerful tools for fostering understanding and connection in our relationships. When we approach interactions with an open heart and a willingness to listen and support others, we create a safe space for communication and growth. By tapping into our feminine energy, we can cultivate an atmosphere of trust and mutual respect that is essential for healthy relationships. One way to cultivate harmony in our relationships is to practice active listening. This means fully engaging with the other person when they are speaking, without interrupting or formulating a response in our minds. By giving our full attention to the speaker and truly hearing their words and emotions, we can demonstrate our respect and validation for their feelings. This simple act of listening can go a long way in creating harmony and understanding in our relationships. Another important aspect of cultivating harmony in relationships is practicing empathy. Empathy involves putting ourselves in the other person's shoes and attempting to understand their perspective and emotions. By showing empathy towards others, we can create a deeper connection and foster a sense of compassion and understanding. This can help to resolve conflicts and build stronger bonds with those around us. Ultimately, cultivating harmony in our relationships through the use of feminine energy requires a willingness to be vulnerable and authentic. By embracing our true selves and allowing our emotions to be seen and heard, we can create deeper connections with others and foster a sense of trust and intimacy. When we approach our relationships with an open heart and a commitment to understanding and supporting others, we can create a more harmonious and fulfilling life for ourselves and those around us. Chapter 3: Nurturing Communication in Relationships. Active listening. Active listening is a crucial skill in maintaining healthy and harmonious relationships. In today's fast-paced world, it can be easy to get caught up in our own thoughts and opinions, leading to misunderstandings and conflicts with our loved ones. However, by practicing active listening, we can show respect and empathy towards our partners, fostering a deeper connection and understanding. One of the key components of active listening is giving our full attention to the speaker. This means putting away distractions such as phones or computers and focusing on the person who is speaking. By maintaining eye contact and nodding along, we can show that we are fully present and engaged in the conversation. This simple act of attentiveness can go a long way in making our partners feel heard and valued. Another important aspect of active listening is reflecting back what we hear. This involves paraphrasing what the speaker has said in our own words, to ensure that we have understood their message correctly. By doing this, we can clarify any misunderstandings and show that we are truly listening and trying to comprehend their perspective. This practice can help prevent conflicts and promote a sense of mutual understanding and respect in the relationship. Furthermore, active listening involves asking open-ended questions to encourage the speaker to elaborate on their thoughts and feelings. By showing genuine curiosity and interest in our partner's experiences, we can deepen our connection and strengthen our bond. This can also help us gain insight into their emotions and perspectives, leading to a more harmonious and fulfilling relationship. In conclusion, active listening is a powerful tool for nurturing feminine energy in relationships. By practicing this skill, we can demonstrate respect, empathy, and understanding towards our partners, creating a safe and supportive environment for open communication and emotional connection. By making a conscious effort to listen actively and attentively, we can cultivate a deeper sense of harmony and intimacy in our relationships, leading to greater satisfaction and fulfillment for both partners. Expressing emotions effectively. Expressing emotions effectively is a crucial aspect of maintaining harmony in relationships, especially when it comes to feminine energy. It is important for everyone to understand the power of emotions and how they can impact our interactions with others. By learning how to express our emotions in a healthy and constructive manner, we can foster deeper connections and create a more harmonious environment in our relationships. One key aspect of expressing emotions effectively is learning to identify and label our emotions. Many times, we may feel overwhelmed by our emotions and struggle to articulate what we are feeling. By taking the time to tune into our emotions and give them a name, we can better communicate our feelings to others and avoid misunderstandings. This self-awareness can also help us to better understand the root causes of our emotions and address them more effectively. Another important aspect of expressing emotions effectively is learning to communicate them in a non-confrontational manner. It is important to express our emotions honestly and openly, but it is equally important to do so in a way that is respectful and considerate of others' feelings. By using I statements and focusing on our own emotions rather than blaming or accusing others, we can create a safe space for open and honest communication in our relationships. In addition to verbal communication, nonverbal cues also play a significant role in expressing emotions effectively. Our body language, facial expressions, and tone of voice can all convey our emotions to others, sometimes more powerfully than words alone. By paying attention to these nonverbal cues and making an effort to align them with our verbal communication, we can ensure that our emotions are being accurately conveyed and understood by others. Overall, expressing emotions effectively is a skill that takes practice and self-awareness. By taking the time to tune into our emotions, label them accurately, and communicate them in a respectful manner, we can create more harmonious and fulfilling relationships. By embracing the power of emotions and learning to express them effectively, we can tap into the true potential of feminine energy in our relationships and bring about greater harmony and connection with those around us. Creating a safe space for dialogue. Creating a safe space for dialogue is essential in fostering healthy and harmonious relationships. When it comes to feminine energy in relationships, this is especially important as women often bring a unique perspective and emotional depth to conversations. In order to create a safe space for dialogue, it is important to first establish trust and mutual respect. This can be achieved by actively listening to each other, validating each other's feelings, and refraining from judgment or criticism. One way to create a safe space for dialogue is to practice empathy and compassion towards your partner. This means trying to understand their perspective, even if you may not agree with it. By showing empathy towards your partner, you are creating a space where they feel heard and understood, which can lead to more open and honest communication. Additionally, it is important to set boundaries and communicate openly about what is acceptable behavior during conversations. This can help prevent misunderstandings and ensure that both parties feel respected and valued. Another key aspect of creating a safe space for dialogue is to practice active listening. This means giving your partner your full attention, refraining from interrupting or offering unsolicited advice, and reflecting back what you hear to ensure that you have understood correctly. By practicing active listening, you are showing your partner that you value their thoughts and feelings, which can help build trust and deepen your connection. It is also important to create a safe physical environment for dialogue. This means choosing a neutral and comfortable space for conversations, free from distractions or interruptions. By creating a peaceful and welcoming environment, you are setting the stage for open and honest communication to take place. Additionally, it is important to practice nonverbal communication, such as maintaining eye contact and using open body language, to show your partner that you are engaged and attentive during conversations. In conclusion, creating a safe space for dialogue is essential in fostering healthy and harmonious relationships, especially when it comes to feminine energy in relationships. By establishing trust, practicing empathy, setting boundaries, practicing active listening, and creating a safe physical environment, you can create a space where open and honest communication can thrive. This can lead to deeper connections, increased intimacy, and a greater sense of harmony in your relationships. Chapter 4: Empowering Self-Love and Self-Care. Prioritizing self-care. Prioritizing self-care is essential for maintaining harmony in relationships, especially when it comes to embracing feminine energy. In order to truly show up as our best selves in our relationships, we must first take care of ourselves. This means making time for activities that bring us joy, practicing self-love and self-compassion, and setting boundaries to protect our energy. When we prioritize self-care, we are better able to show up for our partners and loved ones. By taking care of our own needs first, we can then fully give to others without feeling depleted or resentful. This is especially important for those who embody feminine energy, as women are often socialized to prioritize the needs of others over their own. By practicing self-care, we can break free from this societal conditioning and show up as our authentic selves in our relationships. Self-care can take many forms, from taking a relaxing bath to setting healthy boundaries with loved ones. It is important to listen to our bodies and minds and give ourselves what we need in any given moment. This could mean saying no to social engagements when we need alone time, or seeking therapy to work through past traumas that may be impacting our current relationships. By prioritizing self-care, we are able to show up more fully in our relationships and bring our best selves to the table. In addition to benefiting our relationships, prioritizing self-care also has a positive impact on our overall well-being. When we take the time to care for ourselves, we are better able to manage stress, anxiety, and other mental health challenges. This, in turn, allows us to show up as more present, compassionate partners in our relationships. By prioritizing self-care, we are not only benefiting ourselves but also those around us. In conclusion, prioritizing self-care is crucial for maintaining harmony in relationships, especially for those who embody feminine energy. By taking care of our own needs first, we are better able to show up as our best selves in our relationships. This means setting boundaries, practicing self-love, and listening to our bodies and minds. By prioritizing self-care, we are able to break free from societal conditioning and show up authentically in our relationships. Ultimately, self-care is a gift we give to ourselves and to those we love. Setting boundaries. Setting boundaries is a crucial aspect of maintaining healthy relationships, especially when it comes to feminine energy. Boundaries help establish the limits of what is acceptable and unacceptable behavior in any relationship. Without clear boundaries, it can be easy for one person to overstep their boundaries and cause discord in the relationship. By setting boundaries, you are communicating your needs and expectations to the other person, which is essential for fostering mutual respect and understanding. When setting boundaries in relationships, it is important to be clear and consistent. Clearly communicate your boundaries to the other person and be firm in enforcing them. It is important to remember that setting boundaries is not about controlling the other person, but rather about taking care of yourself and your own needs. By setting boundaries, you are showing self-respect and self-love, which are essential components of healthy relationships. Setting boundaries can also help prevent resentment and conflict in relationships. When boundaries are not clearly established, it can lead to misunderstandings and hurt feelings. By setting boundaries, you are establishing the framework for how you want to be treated in the relationship, which can help prevent misunderstandings and conflicts from arising. Boundaries can also help prevent one person from taking advantage of the other, as they provide a clear guideline for what is and is not acceptable behavior. In addition to preventing conflict, setting boundaries can also help create a sense of safety and security in relationships. When both parties know and respect each other's boundaries, it creates a safe space for open communication and vulnerability. This can help foster trust and intimacy in the relationship, as both parties feel respected and heard. By setting boundaries, you are creating a foundation of trust and respect that is essential for a healthy and harmonious relationship. In conclusion, setting boundaries is an essential aspect of maintaining healthy relationships, especially when it comes to feminine energy. By setting clear and consistent boundaries, you are communicating your needs and expectations to the other person, which is crucial for fostering mutual respect and understanding. Boundaries can help prevent conflict, resentment, and misunderstandings in relationships, and create a sense of safety and security. By setting boundaries, you are showing self-respect and self-love, which are essential components of healthy and harmonious relationships. Practicing self-compassion. Practicing self-compassion is a crucial aspect of fostering healthy relationships, especially when it comes to feminine energy. The concept of self-compassion involves treating oneself with kindness, understanding, and acceptance, regardless of any perceived flaws or mistakes. This practice is essential for maintaining a strong sense of self-worth and resilience in relationships, as it allows individuals to show up authentically and confidently in their interactions with others. One of the key elements of self-compassion is acknowledging and accepting one's own humanity. It is important to recognize that everyone makes mistakes and experiences moments of weakness or vulnerability. By embracing these aspects of ourselves with compassion and understanding, we can cultivate a deeper sense of self-acceptance and forgiveness. This, in turn, allows us to extend the same compassion to others in our relationships, creating a more harmonious and supportive dynamic. Another important aspect of practicing self-compassion is setting healthy boundaries in relationships. This involves prioritizing our own needs and well-being, and communicating them effectively to others. By honoring our own boundaries and limits, we can prevent feelings of resentment or burnout and create space for authentic connection and intimacy with our partners. Self-compassion empowers us to advocate for ourselves and our needs in a loving and respectful way, ultimately strengthening the foundation of our relationships. Self-compassion also plays a crucial role in managing conflict and disagreements in relationships. When we approach conflicts with a mindset of self-compassion, we are better able to navigate difficult emotions and communicate our needs and feelings effectively. By treating ourselves with kindness and understanding during moments of conflict, we can prevent unnecessary blame or criticism and instead focus on finding mutually beneficial solutions. This approach fosters a sense of empathy and connection with our partners, creating a more harmonious and supportive dynamic in our relationships. In conclusion, practicing self-compassion is a powerful tool for cultivating healthy and fulfilling relationships, particularly when it comes to feminine energy. By treating ourselves with kindness, acceptance, and understanding, we can build a strong sense of self-worth and resilience, which allows us to show up authentically in our interactions with others. Self-compassion also enables us to set healthy boundaries, manage conflict, and communicate effectively in relationships, ultimately fostering a deeper sense of connection and intimacy with our partners. Embracing self-compassion is not only a gift to ourselves but also to those around us, as it creates a foundation of love, respect, and harmony in our relationships. Chapter 5: Embracing Change and Growth. Embracing Vulnerability. In this subchapter, we will explore the concept of embracing vulnerability in relationships and how it can lead to deeper connections and harmony. Vulnerability is often seen as a weakness, especially in a society that values strength and independence. However, when we allow ourselves to be vulnerable with our partners, we open ourselves up to a world of possibility and growth. Embracing vulnerability means being open and honest with our feelings, fears, and insecurities. It means letting down our guard and allowing ourselves to be seen for who we truly are. This can be scary, as it requires us to trust that our partners will accept us and love us unconditionally. But when we take the risk and show our vulnerability, we create a space for true intimacy and connection to flourish. When we embrace vulnerability in our relationships, we also create an opportunity for healing and growth. By sharing our deepest thoughts and emotions with our partners, we allow them to see us in our most authentic state. This can lead to a deeper understanding of each other and a greater sense of empathy and compassion. Through vulnerability, we can work through past hurts and traumas, and move towards a more harmonious and fulfilling relationship. It is important to remember that vulnerability is a two-way street. Both partners must be willing to open up and share their vulnerabilities in order for the relationship to thrive. By creating a safe space for each other to be vulnerable, we can build a foundation of trust and mutual respect that will sustain us through the ups and downs of life. In conclusion, embracing vulnerability in our relationships is a powerful tool for creating harmony and connection. By letting down our guard and sharing our true selves with our partners, we can cultivate a deeper sense of intimacy and understanding. So let us embrace vulnerability with an open heart and an open mind, and watch as our relationships blossom and grow in ways we never thought possible. Embracing imperfection. In a society that often glorifies perfection and puts pressure on individuals to always strive for flawlessness, it can be easy to forget the beauty and power that lies in imperfection. Embracing imperfection is not about settling for less or giving up on self-improvement, but rather about recognizing that our flaws and mistakes are an integral part of who we are as human beings. When it comes to relationships, embracing imperfection can be a key ingredient in fostering deeper connections and creating harmony with others. One of the most important aspects of embracing imperfection in relationships is learning to let go of unrealistic expectations. When we hold ourselves and others to impossibly high standards, we set ourselves up for disappointment and frustration. By accepting that everyone is flawed and makes mistakes, we can cultivate a greater sense of empathy and understanding in our relationships. This shift in perspective can lead to more authentic and fulfilling connections with others. Another benefit of embracing imperfection in relationships is the opportunity for growth and learning. When we allow ourselves to make mistakes and accept that imperfection is a natural part of life, we open ourselves up to valuable lessons and experiences. By embracing our imperfections, we can learn to be more forgiving, patient, and compassionate towards ourselves and others. This can create a more supportive and nurturing environment for personal and relational growth. Embracing imperfection in relationships also means being willing to communicate openly and honestly about our vulnerabilities and insecurities. When we are able to share our imperfections with others, we create a space for greater intimacy and trust to flourish. By being vulnerable and authentic in our interactions with others, we can build stronger and more meaningful connections that are based on mutual respect and understanding. Ultimately, embracing imperfection in relationships is about embracing the full spectrum of who we are as individuals. By acknowledging and accepting our imperfections, we can cultivate a greater sense of self-compassion and self-acceptance. This can lead to more harmonious and fulfilling relationships that are based on authenticity, empathy, and love. Embracing imperfection is not a sign of weakness, but rather a demonstration of strength and resilience in the face of life's challenges and uncertainties. Embracing authenticity. Embracing authenticity is a key component in cultivating healthy and harmonious relationships, especially when it comes to tapping into feminine energy. In a world where societal expectations and pressures often dictate how we should behave and present ourselves, it can be easy to lose sight of our true selves. However, embracing authenticity means showing up as our genuine selves, without fear of judgment or rejection. When we embrace our authenticity, we are able to connect more deeply with others and build relationships based on mutual respect and understanding. Authenticity in relationships means being true to ourselves and honoring our values, beliefs, and emotions. It means expressing ourselves honestly and openly, even when it feels vulnerable or uncomfortable. When we embrace authenticity, we create a safe space for others to do the same, fostering intimacy and trust in our relationships. By being authentic, we allow ourselves to be seen and understood for who we truly are, rather than who we think we should be. Embracing authenticity also means letting go of the need to please others or seek validation from external sources. When we are true to ourselves, we are able to set boundaries and communicate our needs and desires with clarity and confidence. Authenticity empowers us to prioritize our own well-being and happiness, rather than sacrificing our needs to fit into a certain mold or meet others' expectations. By embracing authenticity, we can create relationships that are built on honesty, respect, and mutual support. In a world that often values conformity and perfection, embracing authenticity can be a radical act of self-love and empowerment. It requires us to let go of the fear of judgment and rejection, and instead, embrace our unique selves with acceptance and compassion. When we embrace our authenticity, we are able to show up fully in our relationships and connect with others on a deeper level. By being true to ourselves, we can create relationships that are grounded in authenticity, vulnerability, and love. In conclusion, embracing authenticity is essential in cultivating healthy and harmonious relationships, especially when it comes to tapping into feminine energy. By being true to ourselves and honoring our values and emotions, we can create relationships that are built on honesty, respect, and mutual understanding. When we embrace our authenticity, we empower ourselves to set boundaries, communicate our needs, and prioritize our own well-being. By showing up as our genuine selves, we can create relationships that are grounded in authenticity, vulnerability, and love, bringing harmony and fulfillment to our lives. Chapter 6: Cultivating Healthy Relationships. Building trust. Building trust is essential in any relationship, but it is particularly important when it comes to feminine energy in relationships. Trust is the foundation on which strong, healthy relationships are built. Without trust, it is nearly impossible to form deep, meaningful connections with others. Building trust requires honesty, vulnerability, and a willingness to communicate openly and honestly with your partner. It also involves being reliable and consistent in your actions and words. One of the key ways to build trust in a relationship is through open and honest communication. This means being willing to share your thoughts, feelings, and emotions with your partner, even when it is difficult or uncomfortable. It also means being willing to listen to your partner and to validate their feelings and experiences. By communicating openly and honestly with each other, you can build a strong foundation of trust that will help your relationship thrive. Another important aspect of building trust in a relationship is being reliable and consistent. This means following through on your promises and commitments, and being there for your partner when they need you. It also means being predictable in your behavior so that your partner knows they can count on you to be there for them. By being reliable and consistent, you can demonstrate to your partner that you are trustworthy and dependable, which will help to strengthen the trust between you. Vulnerability is also a key component of building trust in a relationship. Being vulnerable means being willing to show your true self to your partner, including your fears, insecurities, and weaknesses. It means being willing to take risks and to trust that your partner will accept and support you, even when you are at your most vulnerable. By being vulnerable with your partner, you can deepen your emotional connection and build a strong sense of trust and intimacy between you. In conclusion, building trust in a relationship is essential for creating a strong and healthy connection with your partner. By communicating openly and honestly, being reliable and consistent, and showing vulnerability, you can strengthen the trust between you and your partner and create a deep, meaningful relationship that will stand the test of time. Trust is the bedrock on which all healthy relationships are built, and by focusing on building trust in your relationship, you can bring harmony and fulfillment to your life and your partnership. Fostering mutual respect. In order to foster healthy and harmonious relationships, it is essential to prioritize mutual respect. This means treating others with kindness, empathy, and understanding, regardless of their gender or background. By cultivating a culture of mutual respect, we create a safe and nurturing environment where everyone feels valued and appreciated. One of the key components of fostering mutual respect in relationships is active listening. This involves truly hearing and understanding what the other person is saying, without interrupting or jumping to conclusions. By practicing active listening, we demonstrate that we value the other person's perspective and are willing to engage in open and honest communication. Another important aspect of fostering mutual respect is setting boundaries. It is crucial to communicate our needs and limits clearly and assertively, while also respecting the boundaries of others. By establishing healthy boundaries, we create a sense of safety and security in our relationships, allowing both parties to feel comfortable and respected. In addition to active listening and setting boundaries, it is also important to practice empathy and compassion in our interactions with others. By putting ourselves in the shoes of the other person and trying to understand their emotions and experiences, we can cultivate a deeper sense of connection and mutual respect. Empathy allows us to bridge the gap between ourselves and others, fostering a sense of unity and understanding. Overall, fostering mutual respect in relationships is essential for creating harmonious and fulfilling connections with others. By prioritizing active listening, setting boundaries, and practicing empathy, we can cultivate a culture of respect and understanding that benefits everyone involved. When we approach relationships with a mindset of mutual respect, we create a foundation built on trust, compassion, and genuine connection. Supporting each other's growth. In any relationship, whether romantic, familial, or platonic, it is crucial to support each other's growth and personal development. This is especially true when it comes to feminine energy in relationships, as women often bring a nurturing and supportive energy that can help their loved ones thrive. By fostering a culture of encouragement and empowerment, we can create harmonious and fulfilling connections with those around us. Supporting each other's growth means being there for one another through the highs and lows of life. This could involve lending a listening ear, offering words of encouragement, or providing practical support when needed. By showing up for each other in times of need, we can strengthen our bond and create a sense of trust and security in the relationship. It is important to celebrate each other's successes and milestones, no matter how big or small. By acknowledging and appreciating the growth and achievements of our loved ones, we can boost their confidence and self-esteem. This positive reinforcement can motivate them to continue striving for personal growth and self-improvement. In order to support each other's growth effectively, it is essential to communicate openly and honestly. By expressing our needs, desires, and concerns in a respectful manner, we can create a safe space for emotional vulnerability and growth. This open communication allows for understanding and empathy, paving the way for deeper connections and stronger relationships. Ultimately, by supporting each other's growth in a relationship, we can create a dynamic and flourishing partnership. By fostering a culture of encouragement, celebration, and open communication, we can empower each other to reach our full potential and lead fulfilling and purposeful lives. Together, we can cultivate a harmonious and supportive environment that nurtures personal growth and fosters deep connections built on love, respect, and understanding. Chapter 7: Sustaining Long-Term Relationships. Nurturing the connection. In the journey of nurturing the connection in relationships, it is essential to understand the power of feminine energy. The feminine energy is all about nurturing, compassion, and emotional depth. It is the force that drives us to connect with others on a deeper level and create harmonious relationships. By embracing our feminine energy, we can cultivate a sense of empathy and understanding towards our partners, allowing us to navigate conflicts with grace and compassion. One of the key aspects of nurturing the connection in relationships is communication. Effective communication is the cornerstone of any healthy relationship, as it allows us to express our thoughts, feelings, and needs openly and honestly. By actively listening to our partners and communicating our own needs clearly, we can foster a deeper sense of connection and understanding in our relationships. Another important aspect of nurturing the connection is practicing empathy and compassion. Empathy allows us to put ourselves in our partner's shoes and understand their perspective, while compassion allows us to respond to their needs with kindness and understanding. By cultivating these qualities in our relationships, we can create a safe and supportive space for our partners to express themselves and feel truly seen and heard. In addition to communication and empathy, it is also important to prioritize quality time together in order to nurture the connection in relationships. Spending quality time with our partners allows us to strengthen our bond, deepen our emotional connection, and create lasting memories together. Whether it's going on a date night, taking a walk in nature, or simply spending a quiet evening at home, carving out time for each other is essential for maintaining a strong and healthy relationship. Overall, nurturing the connection in relationships requires a conscious effort to cultivate qualities such as communication, empathy, and quality time together. By embracing our feminine energy and approaching our relationships with love, compassion, and understanding, we can create harmonious and fulfilling connections with our partners that stand the test of time. Remember, it is through nurturing the connection that we can truly bring harmony to our relationships and create a foundation of love and support that will last a lifetime. Overcoming challenges together. In any relationship, whether it be romantic, platonic, or professional, challenges are bound to arise. These challenges can put a strain on the connection between individuals and create tension and conflict. However, when people come together and work through these challenges as a team, they have the opportunity to strengthen their bond and deepen their connection. This subchapter, titled Overcoming Challenges Together, explores the importance of facing obstacles as a unit and the role that feminine energy plays in fostering harmony in relationships. One of the key aspects of overcoming challenges together is communication. Open and honest communication is essential for navigating difficult situations and finding solutions that work for both parties involved. Feminine energy in relationships often emphasizes the importance of listening, empathy, and understanding. By approaching challenges with a willingness to listen to each other's perspectives and feelings, individuals can create a safe and supportive space for resolving conflicts and finding common ground. Another important aspect of overcoming challenges together is teamwork. When individuals work together towards a common goal, they can combine their strengths and resources to find creative solutions to problems. Feminine energy in relationships often emphasizes collaboration, cooperation, and mutual support. By coming together as a team, individuals can leverage each other's strengths and talents to overcome obstacles and build a stronger, more resilient connection. In addition to communication and teamwork, cultivating a sense of empathy and compassion is crucial for overcoming challenges together. Empathy allows individuals to understand and connect with each other on a deeper level, fostering a sense of mutual understanding and respect. Feminine energy in relationships often emphasizes the importance of empathy, kindness, and compassion towards others. By approaching challenges with a sense of empathy and compassion, individuals can create a supportive and nurturing environment for working through difficult situations and finding common ground. Ultimately, overcoming challenges together requires a willingness to work through difficulties with patience, understanding, and mutual respect. By approaching challenges as a team and leveraging the power of feminine energy in relationships, individuals can create a strong foundation for building harmony and connection. By embracing the principles of communication, teamwork, empathy, and compassion, individuals can navigate obstacles together and emerge stronger, more united, and more deeply connected than ever before. Celebrating love and togetherness. In the journey of bringing harmony to relationships, celebrating love and togetherness plays a crucial role. As we navigate the complexities of human connection, it is important to pause and reflect on the beauty of love and the power of togetherness. In relationships, whether romantic, familial, or platonic, expressing gratitude and appreciation for the love and support we receive can strengthen the bond between individuals. By celebrating love and togetherness, we are able to cultivate a sense of connection and unity that transcends any challenges or conflicts that may arise. Feminine energy in relationships brings a unique perspective to the celebration of love and togetherness. The nurturing and compassionate qualities of feminine energy allow individuals to express their emotions freely and openly, creating a safe space for vulnerability and intimacy. When we embrace our feminine energy in relationships, we are able to celebrate love and togetherness in a more authentic and meaningful way. This authenticity allows for deeper connections to be formed and for love to flourish in its purest form. One of the ways to celebrate love and togetherness in relationships is through acts of kindness and generosity. Small gestures of love, such as a heartfelt note, a thoughtful gift, or a simple act of service, can go a long way in showing appreciation and gratitude for the people we care about. These acts of kindness not only strengthen the bond between individuals but also create a sense of warmth and connection that is essential for a harmonious relationship. By celebrating love and togetherness through acts of kindness, we are able to create a positive and uplifting environment that nurtures the growth of love and connection. Another way to celebrate love and togetherness in relationships is through quality time spent together. Whether it is going on a romantic date, having a family dinner, or spending time with friends, making time for meaningful interactions is essential for fostering love and connection. When we prioritize quality time with our loved ones, we are able to deepen our relationships and create lasting memories that strengthen our bond. By celebrating love and togetherness through quality time spent together, we are able to create a sense of unity and connection that nourishes the soul and brings joy to our lives. In conclusion, celebrating love and togetherness is an essential aspect of bringing harmony to relationships. By embracing our feminine energy and expressing gratitude and appreciation for the love and support we receive, we are able to strengthen the bond between individuals and create a sense of connection and unity that transcends any challenges or conflicts. Through acts of kindness, quality time spent together, and authentic expressions of love, we can celebrate the beauty of love and togetherness in all its forms. Let us cherish the relationships in our lives and celebrate the love and togetherness that brings us closer together. Chapter 8: The Journey Towards Wholeness. Embracing your feminine energy. In order to bring harmony to relationships, it is essential to embrace your feminine energy. This energy is often associated with qualities such as intuition, compassion, and nurturing. By tapping into these aspects of yourself, you can create a more balanced and fulfilling connection with your partner. One way to embrace your feminine energy is to practice self-care and self-love. This means taking the time to nurture yourself, both physically and emotionally. By prioritizing your own well-being, you can show up as a more loving and supportive partner in your relationship. Remember, you cannot pour from an empty cup. Another important aspect of embracing your feminine energy is learning to trust your intuition. Women are often more attuned to their instincts and gut feelings, and it is important to honor and listen to these inner nudges. By trusting yourself and your intuition, you can make decisions that are in alignment with your true desires and values. Embracing your feminine energy also involves being open and vulnerable in your relationships. This means being willing to share your feelings, fears, and insecurities with your partner. Vulnerability can be scary, but it is essential for building deep and meaningful connections. By allowing yourself to be seen and heard, you can create a safe space for emotional intimacy to flourish. In conclusion, embracing your feminine energy is a powerful way to bring harmony to your relationships. By practicing self-care, trusting your intuition, and being open and vulnerable, you can cultivate a deep sense of connection with your partner. Remember, your feminine energy is a gift that can enhance the quality of your relationships and bring more love and harmony into your life. Cultivating balance within. In order to cultivate balance within ourselves, it is crucial to first understand the power of feminine energy. Feminine energy is often associated with qualities such as nurturing, compassion, and intuition. These qualities are essential in maintaining harmony within ourselves and in our relationships with others. By tapping into our feminine energy, we can create a sense of balance that allows us to navigate the ups and downs of life with grace and ease. One way to cultivate balance within is by practicing self-care. This includes taking time for ourselves to rest, recharge, and nourish our bodies and minds. When we prioritize self-care, we are better able to show up fully in our relationships and give from a place of abundance rather than depletion. Whether it's through meditation, journaling, or simply taking a long walk in nature, finding ways to nurture ourselves is essential in cultivating balance within. Another key aspect of cultivating balance within is learning to set boundaries. Boundaries are essential in maintaining healthy relationships and protecting our own well-being. By clearly communicating our needs and limits to others, we create a sense of safety and respect in our interactions. Setting boundaries allows us to honor our own needs and priorities, while also showing others how we expect to be treated. Practicing mindfulness is another powerful tool in cultivating balance within. Mindfulness involves being fully present in the moment and observing our thoughts and feelings without judgment. By cultivating a sense of awareness and acceptance, we can release the need to control every aspect of our lives and instead learn to flow with the natural rhythm of life. Mindfulness helps us to let go of perfectionism and embrace the beauty of imperfection, both in ourselves and in our relationships. Ultimately, cultivating balance within is an ongoing practice that requires patience, self-compassion, and a willingness to grow. By tapping into our feminine energy and embracing the qualities of nurturing, compassion, and intuition, we can create a sense of harmony within ourselves that radiates out into our relationships with others. Through self-care, setting boundaries, and practicing mindfulness, we can cultivate a sense of balance that allows us to navigate the complexities of life with grace and ease. Bringing harmony to all relationships. In order to truly bring harmony to all relationships, it is essential to understand the role of feminine energy. Feminine energy is often associated with qualities such as nurturing, compassion, and intuition. When these qualities are embraced and cultivated in relationships, they have the power to create a sense of balance and harmony that is essential for healthy connections. One of the key aspects of bringing harmony to all relationships is learning how to tap into and embrace the feminine energy that exists within each of us. This means allowing ourselves to be vulnerable, open, and receptive to the needs and emotions of others. By doing so, we can create a space of understanding and empathy that is crucial for building strong and fulfilling relationships. It is also important to recognize that feminine energy is not limited to women, it exists in all of us, regardless of gender. By embracing and honoring the feminine energy within ourselves and others, we can create a more harmonious and balanced dynamic in our relationships. This means listening with an open heart, being present and attentive, and showing kindness and compassion towards others. In order to bring harmony to all relationships, it is crucial to practice self-care and self-love. By taking care of our own needs and nurturing our own feminine energy, we can show up more fully and authentically in our relationships. This means setting boundaries, practicing self-compassion, and prioritizing our own well-being so that we can show up as our best selves in all of our connections. In conclusion, bringing harmony to all relationships is a journey that requires us to tap into and embrace our own feminine energy. By connecting with the nurturing, compassionate, and intuitive aspects of ourselves, we can create a sense of balance and understanding that is crucial for building strong and fulfilling connections. By practicing self-care, self-love, and empathy towards others, we can cultivate a more harmonious dynamic in all of our relationships, leading to greater fulfillment and joy in our lives. Conclusion: embracing feminine energy for lasting love and fulfillment. In conclusion, embracing feminine energy is essential for creating lasting love and fulfillment in relationships. By tapping into our innate feminine qualities, such as compassion, intuition, and nurturing, we can cultivate deeper connections with our partners and ourselves. This energy allows us to approach relationships with an open heart and a willingness to communicate and compromise, leading to greater harmony and understanding. Furthermore, embracing feminine energy allows us to break free from societal expectations and stereotypes that may limit our true potential in relationships. By embracing our feminine qualities, we can let go of the need to control or dominate in a relationship, and instead focus on creating a partnership built on mutual respect and support. This shift in mindset can lead to greater intimacy and emotional connection with our partners, fostering a sense of security and trust. Additionally, embracing feminine energy can help us heal past wounds and patterns that may be holding us back from experiencing true love and fulfillment in our relationships. By connecting with our feminine essence, we can release old traumas and insecurities, allowing us to approach relationships with a sense of wholeness and authenticity. This self-awareness and self-love are essential for creating healthy and fulfilling partnerships that stand the test of time. In conclusion, embracing feminine energy is a powerful tool for creating lasting love and fulfillment in relationships. By tapping into our innate qualities of compassion, intuition, and nurturing, we can cultivate deeper connections with our partners and ourselves. This energy allows us to approach relationships with an open heart and a willingness to communicate and compromise, leading to greater understanding and harmony. By embracing our feminine essence, we can break free from societal expectations, heal past wounds, and create partnerships built on mutual respect and support. Embracing feminine energy is the key to creating relationships that are fulfilling, loving, and lasting. We have now concluded our journey through bringing harmony to relationships, the role of feminine energy, presented by Mindful Literary. Throughout this audiobook, we've delved into the transformative impact of embracing feminine energy and its capacity to deepen connections and create more balanced, fulfilling relationships. I hope this exploration has equipped you with valuable insights and practical strategies to bring equilibrium and enriched interactions into your life. Remember, cultivating harmony in relationships is a continuous journey, filled with opportunities for personal growth and deeper connection. If you found value in this audiobook, please consider subscribing to our channel. Your engagement allows us to keep producing content that supports personal growth and relational well-being. Share your reflections and experiences in the comments below. We cherish your insights and look forward to growing together as a community. Thank you for embarking on this enlightening journey with us. May the principles of compassion, intuition, and nurturing guide you in all your relationships, fostering an environment of understanding and mutual respect. Embrace the journey, nurture your connections, and witness the unfolding of harmony and fulfillment in your life.